What's up, everybody? Cameron from the editing booth here. It's weird to hear. It's weird to say. Thomas cannot edit this one, so I am taking the high mantle, doing my best. They're just giving you a forewarning. There is a weird spot where Hippo's mic is being a little bit funky. It's when he's reading the first and second challenges off. It's about like 15-second little spurt. It happens twice, but after that, it's all golden. It doesn't mess up anymore. It's just those 2 times during the first and second challenge. It's a little shaky. It sounds pretty rough, but hang in there. All right. Enjoy, y'all. Thanks. Welcome back, everybody, to the Lips of the Common Ground Podcast. Your favorite podcast. We talk about your favorite Pauper. This is episode 77. I am your co-host, Cameron Schindler, joined as always by the lovely Thomas. Thomas, how are you doing today?
Doing great.
Awesome. Glad to hear. Also joined by James Hippo Hieronymus.
That's me.
Waiting on Thomas to come over today, and Thomas had some stuff going on, get here a little later, and Hippo's like, I can be over right after work. I'm like, well, I'm out running errands, and I just get back from going to the post office, grabbing some lunch and or some dinner, and I just see Hippo's car parked in my place, and I'm like, I see Hippo has found himself, because Hippo has a key to my apartment, so he's able to let himself in when
it's true.
Which I am A-okay. How is everybody? We had a long Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. I've spent it. Yeah,
it was good.
There was lots of cubing that occurred.
We start Wednesday. There's supposed to be an All American Rejects pop-up show, and in Nashville, the address got leaked. So they're supposed to text you the address an hour before the show started. So they're supposed to text you the address at 8 p.m. But somebody walked by the house and saw they were setting up at 6 and recognized it was them. And they leaked the whole address, and so by 6:30, there was just a line around 2 blocks, and so 60,000 people RSVP'd or signed up to get the text.
Yeah,
and you can't put 60,000 people in the backyard of a house. It turns out.
No.
Are you sure? I feel like you could fit that.
Yeah, I think you might be able to fit that in Bridgestone, not in someone's backyard.
Exactly. So we all got together already. So me and some buddies, like Carson and Carthel, reoccurring friends of the pod, we just hung out and kind of got drunk on a Wednesday, and that was pretty fun, not gonna lie.
There you go.
Work wasn't bad the next day, so that was really fun. It's a busy week, because then Friday, Hippo, you, I, Devin, Anna, and Carthel, we saw that Tony Hawk Pro Skate concert.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
That was, just from the first few games, they just collected this set list, and they just played songs off the first games, or the games, not the first games, but and it was wild. They had 6, 7, 8 different bands.
I think they had more than that. There was just groups of rotating people. It was a ton of people.
Yeah, they were all wicked talented too. Thomas, you should have came. It was fun.
It sounded like a lot of fun. I used to love playing those games as a kid.
I only went because I thought they might play one song that I knew. I knew that there were multiple songs that I might know, but there was one particular song I wanted to hear.
Did they play it?
They did.
Okay, cool. What's the song?
Oh, it was Jerry Was a Race Car Driver.
Oh. Yeah. But they played Shimmy by System.
Yeah, they played a couple other things I knew.
Ace of Spades.
Ace of Spades.
Not a song I would listen to on my own.
Number of the Beast from Iron Maiden.
But they had a state champ song, Less Than Jake and stuff, and there was a lot of hard vocals, screaming vocals. Yeah.
The one guy who was doing those vocals was very good.
Oh, a few of them are super good.
I know the one guy you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he was
that guy was killing it.
Of course, he's bald.
Yeah.
All musicians are great. I don't know what you're saying.
There's this dude.
Can't argue. There's Benner James Keenan.
He was singing Blood Brothers by Papa Roach, and he was the end of it is they train you to kill, kill, kill. They want you to kill, 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 and he is just beautiful vocals. And at the end, everyone's cheering, and he's stop cheering, and everyone's okay. And he's like, we're at a Tony Hawk show and y'all aren't moshing? What is going on?
That was pretty good.
And so afterwards, everybody started moshing, and I enjoy that part.
And he got out there and moshed.
Yeah, like when he was done, he was moshing with us, and I enjoy moshing. Hippo, you're not a mosher.
Now, was it the old school moshing, like where you actually like throw elbows and feet and pushing people down and trampling on people?
No.
Or is it this new age bullshit?
No. It's the safe kind.
Oh, boring.
The safe
No,
guy.
I like that where there's no hands going around because that's dangerous, but like people are like kind of kicking a little bit, and like I'll like do like it's almost like you look like you're like exaggerating marching almost. Yeah.
I've been known to give a couple black eyes in a mosh pit every once in a while.
But I like the shoving and stuff too.
Okay.
But like people are friendly. Like someone falls down, like it's priority number one to make sure they're
They get
back
up.
standing up, and yeah.
Well, that's nice of them.
Yeah, exactly. It was fun. It was really fun. Glasses got knocked off my face. I was about to pick them up, and somebody accidentally kicked them, and I'm like, like I'm screwed. I'm never seeing these again. And I see this ginormous dude with like bald dude, big beard. I see him like bend over and grab something, and I like walk towards him. I saw it was my glasses. I just gave him a big ass hug, and I'm like, dude, thank you. You're a lifesaver. So that was dope. Hippo could see my ball of hair just flailing.
I couldn't see you necessarily, but I could see the top of your hair just over the audience from you flinging your head around. Yeah, I could see that.
Like that was really fun. Then Saturday,
We cubed.
oh, we did cube briefly Saturday, didn't we?
Oh no, not
we
Saturday.
RCQ'd. Yeah, we did.
Oh, so we
Did someone
RCQ'd,
go to
then-
an RCQ and play? Did
Yes.
you go to an RCQ?
Yeah.
What did you play?
Who's you? You have to say names.
Oh, sorry, I can't.
You've done this. You've done this. A
I
few
know.
times.
I'm falling into bad habits again.
I played a Samwise combo.
And who are you?
I'm Cameron.
Okay.
I played Sandwise combo in modern. It was like $15 to enter, and it was more of just like I just want to play for fun. Like after like the modern ban, I'm $20 away from missing this deck, so I'm just gonna buy it so I can have a deck. Whatever, I'll just play this RCQ. There's no additional prizes. I finished first in the Swiss, beat my last opponent, and then beat my first opponent in top 8, who was the same opponent I played in the last round of Swiss. And then I played against friend of the pod, Rigel, in the quarterfinals. I gave him a beating, a nice 2-0. Rigel is one of my favorite people.
He is a glorious human being.
Just, you play him, he's winning, losing, doesn't matter how bad. He is just nice and pleasant to be around.
Yep.
I love when he comes and hangs out and cubes with us because he is just a pleasant person.
Yep, I agree.
I just like one of the people you just want to be
around.
Yeah, one of like the hallmark people of a community, I would say. Just,
I agree.
Like, a fantastic human being.
I agree. Just an exemplary person.
Yes.
And
so I know I don't care about the invite. I think he wants the invite because that's why he's there, because his brother was there rocking for him too. So I turn and I look at Rigel's brother Rayton, and I'm like, hey, is this guy cool? And Rayton's a pretty stoic person. Like, he's funny, but he's pretty stoic. And Rayton kind of like looks at me confused, puts his hands up, and he's like, I guess he's cool. And I look at Rigel, I'm like, all right, man, you got it. That was
powerful.
Yeah, so that was funny. So it felt like a win. Magic's pretty fun when you don't do a lot of losing. What about you, Hippo? You played one. Thomas, what'd you do Saturday? Real quick, though.
Saturday, I did a bunch of yard work. I cut down a tree and did a burn pile for...
That's not Magic.
I did play in an RCQ out at Knighthood Games in Cookeville, Tennessee. Fantastic store, fantastic staff, fantastic judge scene out there. Bunch of great people. That's why I went out there. All of our hot dog folks are mostly like the game out there. So I went out there and hung out with them for a little bit. I played Karuga Control, I guess.
The Hippo.
Yeah, I played Austin, our buddy Austin, alum of the pod, handed me the Karuga deck. Because I just kind of wanted to play for fun. I wasn't playing for anything particular, same as Cameron. Cameron wasn't playing for anything particular. I went 1-2. I dropped and then went and hung out at the CDH event that was here in Nashville. I didn't really go for the CDH part. I went to go hang out with people.
I thought you were a known CDH enjoyer.
I can't stand that format. I think it's heinous. Yeah, no.
I have only worse things to say about it, so I will restrain from saying.
Well, that's why I left it at it's heinous. But I went out there to hang out with some people. Then we ended up going to like Cube and stuff. So
What did we cube? Did we
We boomer cubed.
Did we team draft Boomer Cube?
Yeah,
What
we
did
team
do?
drafted boomer cube because I lost.
Oh,
Did y'all Grixis Tubert?
Oh yeah, we
that
also.
was Friday.
Oh yeah, we did
Okay.
do that.
Friday night we did Grixis Tuber after that.
Oh yeah, because
concert.
Matt beat the pants off us.
Yeah. And then Saturday we did team draft Boomer Cube.
Yes.
I think I played Mono Red. My deck was super good.
I played green red. Did I play green? No, I didn't play. No, that was for the peasant cube. What did I do for that? I don't remember.
The last 8 times we drafted Boomer Cube, I have played Mono Red.
I know.
I've just
You gotta play
chew
something
one
different.
with it every time. Maybe one
there are
3-0.
other cards you can draft.
Do better, scrub.
No, dude, it's Sulfuric Vortex and Fire Blast. Just same.
Oh, those
exactly.
are the peak cards.
And honestly, a play pattern I love is Eidolon.
yes,
And then the next turn, Flame Rifting, and I deal 6 to myself. Awesome. Hilarious.
feels great.
And then Sunday we didn't. I didn't do anything on Sunday. I just stayed at home and vintage cubed.
I D&D'd with our group.
Yep.
It's
And
fun.
then Monday was Memorial Day, and we cubed again.
Yeah, we had a big cube weekend.
We got
or
to
cube
we
day.
got to draft our friend Ryan, friend of the podcast, Ryan's Power Max Peasant Cube. So basically, all that it's short is really just Soul Ring
Skull
Ancient Tomb.
Clamp. Oh wait, no, Skull Clamp's
Skull
in there.
Clamp's in there. It's just Soul. It's just Soul Ring Ancient Tomb. That's all that's missing. It's really powerful.
Because it's we both have a Peasant Cube, and they feel drastic.
they are very different.
Yeah.
That's because yours has rares in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's okay. 2 rares. That's okay. I'll live with it.
But anyways,
Still not
and
as
then-
No,
strong though.
I agree. I agree
and-
because your rares in yours are more peasant feeling than the others because yours are just basically lands and just
There's 2 rare lands.
things to help synergize the weaker pairs in yours.
Yeah,
wait, you're
the
telling me
cubes.
Mana Drain and Forcible aren't peasant feeling cards?
no. But I like it because it's
It's very
they're
cool.
very, very different feeling cubes.
Yeah,
So it's
agreed.
You
Agreed.
could draft our cubes back to back, and it would
It'd
feel
be very different.
exactly.
I agree.
And I think a lot of peasant cubes are like that. It's more of just a general style, but just because something says peasant cube, it's you can look at the first 2 peasant cubes that pop up on Cube Cobra. If you type it in, they'll look extremely different.
Exactly.
That was fun.
Lots of fun weekend.
Also played Mono Red and Peasant Cube 2-1.
You can draft other
really?
colors.
Yeah.
I didn't actually get to play you, so I didn't know.
I played 1 white card. I had 1 white card. It was Heroic Reinforcements, and I had a Plains of
card.
City of Brass.
Great card.
Yeah,
Great
yeah,
card.
very great card. My deck was sick. What do we draft after that? Oh, the Ravnica
Ravnica
Cube.
Cube,
Oh,
yeah.
That-
Ravnica Cube was
now-
great.
So we team drafted the Ravnica Cube,
Oh.
and oh boy, did my team actually just completely smoke y'all.
I went 2-1.
I went 1-2. It's fine.
Yeah, Thomas and I were on a team.
Yeah, I think we went.
Yeah.
I finished my match in round 3, and that was it. Or no, I finished my match in round 3, and that was it.
I beat you.
Yeah, you were my only loss.
Yeah. Was a lot of your team's only loss.
A lot of. There's only 4 of us.
yeah, half of them there. Then, your deck was cool, Thomas.
Oh, I had all the Simic leaders. It was fantastic. I had so much fun with it.
Yeah, Mason. Shout out to Mason. His cube is cool.
Yeah.
It's just
Shout out to Mason
so
just
it's
as a human being.
Awesome.
it's just not. It's not like a super powerful cube. It is.
Oh my god.
It is a
no.
vibe. It is a complete. It is a complete vibes based Ravnica cube.
And I also like how he went about building it too, because me and Anna, I'm not gonna say he didn't put thought or anything.
No, he
That's not
definitely
true. Yeah, okay, but
he put thought into it.
yeah, okay, exactly. Me and Anna definitely are I don't know the word. We're definitely very much in the trenches on the cube thing, and this is his first cube, and he's kind of just getting in the cube and stuff, and he even says you ask him, he's yeah, I kind of just threw my favorite Ravnica cards in there and let the synergy be emergent, and I think that's really fun though, because
Yeah.
that just shows how great cube is. If you were ever thinking about building a cube, put your favorite cards together and
Yeah.
see what happens, what comes out of it. That's fun.
Yeah, I got to pack 1, pick 1 a pack rat. That felt awesome.
yeah,
That was very sweet. So I had to pick. Funny, Thomas. I was passing to Thomas, and I had to pass him a Hydroid Crisis over the pack rat. And I'm like, well, that's 2 completely banger limited cards of all time.
Yeah, because then after Hydra Crisis, I got Robolisk whatever the flying Apex Hunter dude is that comes into
from
play
War the
and
Spark?
adds- yeah.
It's like a 4/5 flyer. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
4/5 flyer that when it dies proliferates twice, and all my things were all counter based. So
Oh, you played like the Graft deck or whatever.
yeah, I played Graft. I had the Kraj. I had Momorvig. I had Zagana. I had all the Simic bangers.
One of my favorite commander decks of all time, actually. What about this Pauper podcast? My favorite, one of my favorite commander decks I've ever played was actually a Momir Vig deck. Back how many years ago at this point, but that's beside the point. Anyways,
Wait, I got one more non-Pauper thing before we get into Pauper.
What you got?
I think it was Ryan that was talking about this weekend with like those Dollar Tree repacks.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to get like enough of those for a draft because I don't know if there are 15 cards in them or whatever, but I want to get enough for like 360 cards and just draft the dollar pack like the dollar store repacks.
that actually be pretty sweet.
That sounds dope as fuck.
It does, right? Because it just shows like Magic's just like fun. Drafting's awesome. Like you just do crap like that, it'll still be fun. Anyways,
Quick question: is there an explicit tag on this, or
that's my answer.
okay, understood? That's helpful. That's helpful.
Are we just gonna throw straight challenges? We haven't gave challenges quite a lot of love lately, so is that what y'all want to do?
Yeah, we can do that.
Hippo, would you like to read them off? You're normally the one that reads them off, right?
Sure.
Thomas's voice is parched, right, Thomas?
I've had a cold this entire week. It's terrible.
All right. So on Friday, our challenge is good lord.
I'm not cutting that. The people need to know.
Good to know that I am just human.
You are indeed just human.
That is true. I am not actually Hippo, despite what some may think. So on Friday, we had 44 players on our Friday challenge. In our top 8, we have Bicknell 9422 on Mono Red Synthesizer, CCO Gier on Blue Black Fairies, Tiago Fugetti on Rakdos Madness, Clamego on White Weenie in 5th place. In 4th place, we have Q Mario on Elves. On 3rd place, we have Berga with Jund Wildfires. In 2nd place, we have Sebastian Pazzo on High Tide. And then in 1st place, with an 8-1 record, we have Zio Francone on Flickertron.
Do you think they split?
They certainly.
Because this has to be a terrible matchup, right?
I would imagine that they probably split.
Like you have no clock on the Flickertron side.
No. But you do have, you have like, I guess it depends on how much counter magic you want to have post board.
I had pre-board, like looking at the list, they have the Unwind
Prohibit, that's really it, right?
Yeah. And you...
Post board, you get like a Red Blast.
You have Pyroblast on the side, too.
Yeah,
and then
like you have...
and then 2 Pyroblasts, that's it? Or one Red Blast, or 3 Red Blasts in total?
Yeah.
That's it? Yeah, you have no clock. I would imagine they split the finals, probably.
I mean, weirder stuff happens. We just watched that, the LSV video, the Walking on Plane, Hungry on a Plane YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Well, technically, they also have Envelope, right?
That's counter a sorcery. It's only counters like one part of a Stream of Thought.
Still a part.
Or a Merchant Scroll. I just don't think it's enough.
Yeah, I mean, or one of the draw spells, too, which could come up. You never know.
I just don't think it's... Yeah, I agree with you, Cameron. The clock is just not there for that deck to, like, really put any sort of pressure on the High Tide player.
Again, so we're agreeing that Flickertron has no clock and no interaction.
So it's a good deck.
Deck's great. Can't tell me otherwise.
I know. Good for them. I mean, it's one of those decks that like looks fun on paper, and I knew I'm either gonna like this or like really really hate this, but I just still can never get past the 5-color style Tron deck, and like yes, Prophetic Prism and the what's it called, Energy Refractor, but
I think this is pretty close to the same 75 that Max Smith won that qualifier event with.
When you played, did you play with a Muldrifter?
yeah, I played with.
Well, then you had a clock. I don't know what your problem is. Why couldn't you win?
I think the last time I played a set of Muldrifters.
The amount of times I did end up comboing with that deck was like quite surprising though. Like just I played against quite a few grindy matchups that came to that. These Rakdos Madness list, all the lists I've seen from like the challenges lately and like a lot of the 5-0 leagues have been disincluded. Why can't I think of that card? Galvanic Blast. Like they have not included Galvanic Blast. They've cut the artifact lands, so I guess cleaner mana, but they're playing Chain Lightnings instead. This is even playing with Chain Lightnings. It's playing 1 Chain Lightning, so what am I missing here? That I don't play in my list. Alms, Highway, Faithless, Kiss. Yeah, I can't tell what they're adding in instead of the Galvanic Blast, but I see 1 Chain Lightning. I think just...
Do they generally run Grab the Prize?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a 4 of.
Okay.
And they might be on an extra couple copies of Highway Robbery. I might only be on like 1 or 2 copies.
I think you tend to not play too many of that. You play like 1 or 2.
They have more basic, so I guess more untapped sources of mana. So it's 8 mountains and 2 swamps. I think I'm like 2 mountains and 1 swamp in my version, so that's not a lot of untapped mana at all. But my version's a little bit like the older one, still like the Galvanic Blast, but 4 damage is more than 3. But I've also had people like bringing Gorilla Shamans, and I've...
Do nothing. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
like it's a coin toss. Like, how does your hand line up with this?
But the Shamans are good against like the blood tokens, like if those
I
are
agree.
laying around. But...
Yeah.
So
I'm just talking about generic graveyard aid, or not graveyard, sorry, artifact aid, rather.
You can cut out stuff, right?
Yeah.
The Greatsword in the mono white list, is that... No, I'm just asking.
Oh,
in
yeah,
general.
yeah.
Is this normal?
Some people have been playing it as a one-of, yes.
It comes up every now and then. That's good conversation. There's no need to cut that out.
Yeah,
That's just
people
combo.
play it as a one-of. It's fine.
Yeah, it isn't. It's not like all the time either. It's interesting. It's cool.
I like
more-
it just because it helps push the damage through.
More recently, it has been a one-of.
It's just one of those things where, like the classic equipment thing, where it lets all your things can grow into a threat, or like you have to deal with.
That's why I actually
creature.
I actually quite enjoy like having equipment, like a one-of equipment, like a Bone Splitter or a Great Sword or whatever in decks that are a little more aggressive leaning, which is pretty sweet.
I'm a big fan of that card in my Peasant Cube too. Honestly,
I agree.
back to that, but yeah. The other Madness list, I think this was in 9th place, but I could tell what they replaced the Galvanic Blast for. It was 2 copies of Chain Lightning, a Storm Shriek Feral, and then an extra extra Highway Robbery. So they're just 2 more draws and 2 more burn spells. So I guess you're trading away that 4 damage for less tap lands, 2 more draw spells, and just 2 other burn spells, which is probably worth it because like the games you do lose with Madness is you kind of fizzle out, and those draw 2s are extremely helpful. And I do like the one of Storm Shriek Feral because a 5 mana 3/3 haste, flying haste isn't nothing. I'm sure it comes up every now and then. Obviously, it's not plan A, but it's cute.
It's true.
Anything else from this challenge that was poking at your head, Hippo or Thomas?
No, other than say just the fact that another pro picked up High Tide.
Who was it?
Sebastian Pozzo.
I don't know who that is.
Good player. Just take me on word on that one.
And then the mono
I
red
think
deck.
he won a Pro Tour?
Oh, sick. Real quick, mono red deck is just we're kind of see this take shape where it's the old package of like 4 Clockwork Percussionists, 4 Goblin Tomb Raiders, 4 Vidillion Epicure, and then it's playing 6 versions of Kessick Flame Breathers, like the 2 mana,
The pingers.
1x that ping, yup, and then a combination of 4 Rinse Resolve effects.
I do want to bring up one thing with that on
Hit it.
the mention. I have definitely seen some people toying around with numbers on whatever the pingers are to play. And I have seen one that does consistently pop up, and that's the Gutter Snipe. Not a lot of we talk about on the pod, but
Oh, well, that'll pop up in one of the future challenges
I know.
too.
I know. I just want to go ahead and mention it now. I was like, that's an interesting card that doesn't. We don't think so. We don't talk about a lot on the pod. We don't really see a lot in our locals either of anybody playing.
There was 0 mono red.
There was no mono red at our locals past month.
Just there was still like aggro, like
Yeah.
Dustin was playing like mono white. And
Yeah.
Dustin's an extremely good Magic player, and so like and somebody was playing Infect, so you definitely can't. And not Thomas, surprisingly, too.
Yeah, well, you know.
yeah. You're.
What was I on? Was I even there?
Yeah, you were playing. You're playing Poison Storm.
Oh, so I was playing Infect.
Oh yeah. Just different flavor.
Wasn't Gutter Snipe an uncommon when it first came out?
Correct, in RTR.
When did it get downshifted?
In Double Masters, I believe.
Okay.
I'm sure Cameron will correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I don't feel like
Oh.
it normally, but
I think that was double master.
well, because you told me to, I'm not gonna know. But
Okay.
ungovernable, as Thomas says.
You are ungovernable.
I've never said that in my life.
You say it all the time.
Never do.
All right, are we ready for the Saturday challenge?
Let's hit it.
All right. So on Saturday,
God, that's a lot of.
Saturday, May 24th, we had 46 players in this challenge. And in 8th place, we have Beto Jaya on Elves. We have Stamford in 7th on Wall Combo. In 6th place, we have Bernas Torres on Flickertron. In 5th place, we have Sodek on the Spy Deck. In 4th place, we have... I'm not going to try that. And they got... they were playing Mono Red Synthesizer with a 6-2 record. In 3rd place with a 7-1 record, they were Terminus Zero was also playing Walls Combo. In 2nd place, Bong 0411 was playing Mono Red Synthesizer. And in 1st place, right back on top where they apparently deserve to belong, Discovern was playing Mono Blue Terror.
Yeah, Thomas, this is a list you're a big fan of. You like your terror.
Oh, I do love my terror. Love a good terror deck.
Again, this is back on 4 Demon Inferiors. Discover tends not to change their list too much, so they're playing with 12 creatures, the 4 terrors, 4 serpents, 4 delvers. We've seen some people trim 1 or 2 serpents, and maybe for like a why can't I think of the card's name? I can see the art in my head. Murmuring Mystic. There you go. We see people do that, but there's on those 12 creatures, make it clean and easy. The flex slot counter magic is 2 spell pierce, 1 dispel, and then the other flex slots we have like 1 sleep of the dead and 1 deep analysis. I do really like the sleep of the dead. Like when I was playing mono blue and I had that in my list, that card came in clutch.
I agree. When I also played the mono blue list, that card was very good.
We do see them going back to Demon Inferior instead of Boomerang.
Yeah,
that's
yep,
that's a thing. Well, that's a thing that Discovern does, regardless.
This person specifically really likes the Demon Inferior, and they're both like really good cards. It's interesting. You never see people split them too, which is really interesting because like some of them, they're very good in different scenarios.
Agreed.
When you're really, really ahead and you boomerang a land, the game
You
feels,
feel unstoppable.
yeah, the game feels pretty over. But when you're behind and you draw boomerang, you're like, wow, this is terrible.
Yeah.
This is the worst Magic card ever printed. And then Demon Inferior, though, like we've talked about, doing the trick of tucking something and then you can Thought Scour them, which is hilarious.
Yep.
Or if they play a Chrysalis and like you don't like if it's like Jund Wildfires, like the 2 mana matters, yes, but just getting that Chrysalis out of the way for 2 turns could just be good enough for you to pressure them and just get the rest of the beats in.
Yeah. Also helps with your Delver plan quite a bit. Getting rid of anything that just gets in front of a Delver.
So, man, really low on the annuls, which is why on the sideboard only 4 annuls. My bad.
Yeah, they're in the board.
My
personal favorite is the Gut Shots, though.
What do you
That
bring
does
those
not
in
surprise.
for?
What, Gutshot?
Yeah, is it elves?
Elves, yeah.
Yeah.
The matchup is horrendously bad.
Yeah, Thomas was talking about that last week. What else?
That's really it.
Yeah.
You can bring him into the mirror if you want to. If your opponent is on the play and has the Delver.
That feels so bad if they don't.
And if you want to feel cheeky, you can bring them in against fairies.
Also,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it's also just like your brainstorm deck too. So it's like you can just brainstorm, put them back.
Hopefully mill them.
well, that you just mill them with a Thought Scour, or you can just shuffle them back in with like a Lorien Revealed or something like that too. I think it's fine.
That's not my favorite reason to play cards. Is like, well, if the card's bad,
It does beat. Well, I mean, those are like that's a really good draw from the quote Delver deck. If they just Delver you, then you're so far behind. Like you have so few ways to remove it. Like if you just give yourself an extra shot at removing a turn 1 Delver, yeah, it's probably fine.
What I thought was really fun. It kind of reminds me of when I was playing Samwise combo at that RCQ Saturday.
Yeah,
I had one of Renegade Rallier in my main board.
love that.
I loved it. It was so good. You know why it was so good? It was so easy to find the first card to sideboard out.
Oh sure.
It was.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was. No, I like that because it's hard playing combo decks because it's like.
And then
what
me
do I
and
side
Thomas
out?
are over here like, man, that card's great.
Yeah, it was so terrible though. It just never came up, but it is hard. Like when you play a combo deck like that, it's like, what do I side out? And I feel like that's something I would struggle if I picked up High Tide. Even was just I don't know what to side out or where I would even begin to do that. And that's one thing I've been really interested in playing one of these walls decks lately. Whatever that higher place list was, Hippo and I.
Of the qualifier.
Yeah, we were both looking at that same list because I was comparing lists. That one was just 13 forests. Some lists are playing like 6 forests, 1 island, 4 land grants, some generousance. I just like the 13 forest, clean, simple, easy, whatever. And you have all the dorks and stuff.
Yeah.
But one thing I see myself struggling with in playing that deck is how to sideboard. So I gotta reach out to some resources like our friend of the pod, alum of the pod, Pickled Heart.
It's true.
Pick his brain about sideboarding and stuff would be probably very helpful for me.
Yep.
This mono red list in second, real quick to look at, looks pretty similar. They're playing again 6 pinger effects, 4 Ren's resolves effects. Not too much to say there. Hippo, anything clawing at you?
I do have something to say about this Elves deck. So they've actually gone from playing the Tuk Tuk Rubblefort, if you want that haste effect. Mm-hmm. They've gone to playing the Crashing Drawbridge from Throne of Eldraine.
Which list are we looking at?
This is the Elves list in, I think it's 8th place. Yeah, Elves list in 8th place. Yes, Crashing Drawbridge is 2 mana artifact, creature, defender, obviously. And then, since it's a wall... And you can tap to give all your creatures haste. It's just a tap ability, but it's only 2 mana instead of 3. It doesn't require a color. Makes it a little bit easier. You can get it down a turn earlier in theory. So, yeah, I like it.
It's nice to see 6-land spy like make
Sodek.
Again.
Yeah, Sodek.
Yeah.
So Sodek's one of those just like incredible combo players.
Graveyard combo.
Just graveyard. Yeah, anytime like a graveyard combo deck is like reasonable in whatever format, it doesn't matter. Sodek is going to find it and is going to play it.
Hopping back to the gutter snipe, it's Commander Masters.
Commander Masters. Oh, you'll correct me. There you go. Cool.
I want to look at real quick too. We have this mono black control deck by Vanilla James here in top 16. That's like the classic like 4 Kumbayaj witches, 4 Chittering Rats. Yeah, 4 Garys. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, the fact that this deck does pick up one or a few new cards worth mentioning, like Refurbished Familiar.
Well, yeah.
So this actually looks a little bit. This looks a little bit different than what I would have imagined back in the day, because like you would have played. I guess it does still play Chittering Rats, but otherwise, yeah. Some of the new cards include like Grimbauble, Mephitic Draught.
I mean, Reckoner's Bargain.
Viscerator's Insight. Those are newer cards to the style of deck. But
I mean, that's what makes the deck playable, you know.
I agree. Oh, you mean the new cards make the deck good?
But
Crazy. Who would have thought?
You're just playing some cheap creatures with high black pips to get your devotion for Gary. And then, of course, Refurbished Familiar is a house, and then you have, like, 4 cast downs, and you're just making up all that. Not too similar to, like, what Jund Wildfires would want to do with, like, drawing all the cards with the Black Deli Dispute effects. Obviously, they're not looking to grind quite as long on that. They want to close the game out.
Yeah,
with,
the Grey Merchant wants to close the game.
Yeah, exactly. They want to play 2 of those and get in a few beats with the Refurbished Familiar, and that'd be good enough.
Yeah, and then maybe ping them for a couple points with the witches.
Exactly.
Cool. But yeah, that's a pretty sweet one. It's nice to see some older deck like that pop up and have some success.
I know friend of pod Jay is a big fan of that deck.
Yeah, I think one of the first or another friend of some of this pod, Trey McLarnon. He was a big mono black control player back in the day when my earlier Pauper days. Pretty sweet deck.
Looking at this Walls list here too in the top 4. They're also on the 13 Forest. It looks pretty similar because they have the Scholar of Aetherios and the Secret Door as their win condition as well. This might be, if not 1-for-1, that same list from the online. Maybe a little bit different in the sideboard, but we still see like the 2 Mirror Shell Crabs like Pickleheart talked about on when Tom's did the interview with them as well. I don't know why this deck is attractive to me, but it just like is, because the backup plan of just playing Secret Door or the Scholar of Aetherios and just draining your opponents is nice.
Mm-hmm.
I know some versions played like a Generous Int or even the Avenging Hunter just as something to ramp into, but I don't think the Avenging Hunter is like super impressive because they kill that and
then it's just like what it is you're doing.
Yeah, it's hard for you to get the initiative back.
Agreed. Cool. Anything else on the Saturday challenge?
No, Thomas.
Fantastic. Nothing. Let's move our way on over to Sunday, the 20th.
Oh, wait. I am so sorry. There was one more thing on this challenge I want to talk to. That was the 9th place. This has the 9th place, the mono red burn deck with 4 sneaky snackers.
I did see that list.
That's worth noting. The moto name is THX Reese or RHYS. So I think, is this Reese from the Casting Commons podcast?
No idea.
Do you know?
No clue.
I'm going to say it is, and if I'm wrong, I apologize to our friends across the pond. But I know Teasdale posted this list and stuff, and they did a video with it. It was pretty cool. But it's mono red, but it's playing 4 sneaky snackers, and no way to cast it. But you're playing 4 grab the prize, 4 highway robbery, 3 lootings, which is super cool. I mean, you're playing 2 gutter snipes as well, so you're not playing any of like the Clockwork Percussionist or what the Goblin guy in our format. You still play the 4 Vildaon Epic here because that helps you discard Sneaky Snacker, but this deck's sick.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, just 18 mountains, easy.
Beautiful.
3 Fire Blast.
Speaking Thomas's language.
Yeah.
Oh, I love me a Fire Blast.
Me too. That is one of my favorite cards to cast.
You both have a problem.
No, we don't.
Yeah, you do.
It's a problem that doesn't need a solution.
Exactly. Draw 7, easy.
Fair enough. Now are we ready to move it over to Sunday?
Nah, this list is pretty cool. I'm going to continue. No. Yeah.
Alrighty. And on Sunday, May 25th, we had 71 players in our challenge that day. Starting off in 8th place, we have Ixidor29 on Boggles. In 7th place, we have Kaikis on the Rakdos Madness deck. In 6th place, we have Brivenex on Is It Fairies. In 5th place, we have Karate Dom on the Mono Blue Tur. In 4th place, we have Tiago Guerra on Mardu Synthesizer. In 3rd place, we Walker 735 with their beloved Jund Wildfire deck, putting up continuously good results with that deck. In 2nd place, we have Rakdos Madness piloted by Pauper. And then in 1st place, man, Cameron, this is coming back to bite me a little bit. Hockey Bro on the Boggles deck.
What's biting you about it?
I said I don't think the deck's good.
Because it's Boggles.
I just don't think the deck's good.
The deck's really good. That deck's been pretty good. It's just well positioned. It beats up like mad. Like honestly, this week has been a really good weekend for Terror and the burn decks like Madness and Mono Red. So
and those decks both have issues with this. Yeah,
I agree. Like you can I've stolen games of Terror against Boggles where
that makes sense. You can just like annul a couple things.
Yeah, and that was good enough, thankfully. And
yeah,
like that was like all they had really going on. And like so you can get a game that way if they just have like bad hands and stuff. But they can just outgrow a Terror so fast, and it's hard for you to do anything. And maybe if you're on the Burn Ring versions, like they make a bad attack, you block with 2 Terrors, and you're able to bounce like an Ethereal Armor or something. But
well, they got the job done.
Oh yeah, they
nothing particularly notable about this. Honestly, this looks pretty. This almost looks like card for card exact. Oh, actually, I take that back. There's one difference. No, I lied. There's a couple differences. They've actually gone back to playing Cartouche of Solidarity. Love that. Beats up on the edict effects that people are playing. Love that. And the I guess they're playing those over like copies of Lifelink basically, because we were playing like 1 or 2 copies of Lifelink main. And that's really the main deck. Nothing in the sideboard. This looks almost exactly like card for card the sideboard I played.
It's definitely a good deck. Like it has its weaknesses if your meta is very high with like Card Clan Shamans
and Edict effects.
Yeah, like obviously this is a really bad deck. If you have some sicko that just loves Torture Existence and the Curse Marauder, you're not really beating that ever.
No.
But again, like you're more likely to see the Card Clan Shamans. Like those are very popular effects right now. Like Jund Wildfire's Gracious Affinities. Like that's really hard for you to
which
beat.
is wild having beating Walker in the semifinals on the Jund deck.
Is that how that works? Is that first played against third?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were the higher ranked person.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that's how that works.
That they're gonna shake out higher in the ranking depending on who they played in the finals.
This Mardu Synth deck, is there any differences on the list that you play, Hippo?
Yes, there are a couple actually. This list is more aggressive than mine, which I quite like actually. This is playing more creatures, and it's also playing.
Is it just 2 more? It's just 2 Seekers. Is that the only?
It's got a couple differences. Like it is it is playing a little bit better of a mid-rangey game plan, because it is playing the copies of Tithing, or no, I played Tithing Blade up front. Yeah, really, I guess the only difference is the Seeker of the Way, and I played the Quark Clan Shaman there. So you don't have the Quark Clan Shaman package here, that's it, because I played like the Hunter's Blowgun Quark Clan package, which was really cool. I enjoyed that. But
did you run the Omen of the Dead up front too?
I also did run the Omen of the Dead up front. That I think is pretty. Any black-white deck that's playing Core Skyfisher should just be playing Omen of the Dead.
Just a one of.
Just play your one of Omen of the Dead.
Have a Core Skyfisher live.
Exactly.
I guess again, it's just like what you want to hedge against Seeker of the Way versus Quark Clan Shaman. Like if you think you need your board wipes more than your board wipes that don't kill
just beating your opponent to death with a Seeker
and I
of the Way.
They do have the Quark Clan Shaman and the Toxic Analysis. It's just in the board.
Yeah, that's fine, and they're playing a lot of that effect too. Like, and I also played main deck. Like, I played main deck Thraben Charm when they're not playing that. So there's that too.
Also move the board, and they have the one makeshift munitions as well.
Yeah, I think I played 2 in the front.
Did you have deadly speed effects at all?
I want to say I played. No, actually, I didn't. No, because that was one notable thing. Because I didn't play any inspectors and I didn't play any of the draw 2s.
Okay, they're playing 3 of the draw 2s, so that's another thing. Just give them more of that drawing power.
Yeah, I love their addition to Prophetic Prism here. This is something that this deck struggles with, is a little on mana, and so giving it another cantrip rock that also filters it is pretty sick.
Can we talk about this Lemnis card and how overpowered it is?
Oh yeah, for our one specific listener out there, Mr. Jacob Wedding, you want to read his breakdown on the card. The card is the most busted card ever printed in Pauper, apparently. Yeah, the card's good. I think it's perfectly numbered here. I like the number of trinket artifacts here.
It'll be fun to see. I wonder if it'll see a little less play once Instant Noodles, or what, cup of ramen, what's it called?
Instant Noodles.
Instant noodles. Yeah, once that card comes out.
I don't think so. The scry part on this card is extremely strong.
Yeah, but some decks definitely would rather leave up in the mana, like
well, I mean, that was my argument. I was like, there's some decks that do want that, but I think these style of decks, like these mid-rangey synthesizer style decks or whatever, they're gonna probably want the Limbus more.
Yeah,
because the game is gonna go a little bit longer, and you're probably gonna want the like incidental life gain that you're gonna get out of it. So
yeah. I'm curious. I think Turbo Fog would definitely want to play. I don't even know, because the scry there and the life is really nice off of Olympus too. So I don't know. We're just have to like sit and wait and see what the peoples do.
Or we can get out there and we can be the people.
We are the people, not online. Though.
We are the world.
On the on the streets, we're the people.
We are the children.
I don't know your reference. I'm gonna keep going.
It's one of the most famous songs of the 80s.
So. Like, what about the meta do you think that lends itself to have, like, such a good weekend? Because, like, looking at the challenge, it's like, wow.
How many different things did well?
Like, more of, like, wow, Rakdos Madness and Mono Blue Terror did, like, really well this weekend.
I mean, there's a few different decks that did.
And, like, Defender combo and Mono Red, too.
I was like Boggles
did well, too.
I was like, Boggles did really well. I mean,
a noticeably more amount of copies of Rakdos Madness.
Well, I'm saying I think that's the best red deck. Quote red deck. I think it's the best of those like style of decks, and if you just want to play like the best aggressive deck, I think that's what you're doing. I just don't think the like mono red deck is as good, because it's like bad in the mirror, like bad in the pseudo mirror, which would be the Rakdos Madness matchup, and I think it's just better there. And like you're like probably maybe a turn slower than the traditional red deck.
Yeah.
Overall, I think it's just. By turning down your game plan one notch, you just give yourself edges elsewhere, which is totally fine.
I don't think the mono red like synthesizer deck's bad by any means.
No, I'm not saying it's bad. I think this is the better of the two aggressive red decks.
Like it put 3 copies in this challenge's top 8.
Yeah,
and, like, not this challenge, but over the weekend it put 3 copies in the top 8 and plenty more in top 16. But we just see a lot of Rakdos Madness here.
But I think this actually, I think by the number of things I read off here, this format really, really lends itself to you being able to do what you want to do. If there's a deck out there you want to play it. I think the only thing that's a little underrepresented in this current piece of metagame is kind of like an actual like more like the blue-black control decks that we've traditionally have been seeing, and we're just like not seeing those right now. There's like some blue red, or so there was like a blue black terror list.
And Friday there was a blue black deck, I believe. So it's
But it didn't top. Like none of them are in top 8. That's what I'm looking at.
yeah. Oh no, the blue black fairies in top 8.
Oh, okay.
of
So sorry.
Friday. No, yeah, there was.
But this thing say that's even okay. Well, then that just leans itself to my point. It's just like you can do whatever you want to do. If you want to play a green stompy style deck, there's a deck out there that's boggles for you. If you want to play
you can play mono green Tron even, or just regular Tron.
You could play Tron. You can play any combo deck you want to, really.
But can you play Merfolk in Pauper?
If you want to play Merfolk with a Pearl Trident, I will not stop you.
Is Merfolk with Pearl Trident a common?
It is a common.
Oh, okay.
Is there other Merfolks
it is that is the
commons?
probably de facto Merfolk common. It came from the very first set, so I figured I'd mention it.
I didn't even know that was a common, to be fair.
Yeah, Merfolk of the Pearl Trident.
I mean,
it's a 1/1 for 1.
fairies is kind of like Merfolk. They just fly.
Kind of.
Right, but
It is the blue like typal deck of the format.
Blue typo, like disruptive clock deck. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the deck.
It's like a fish deck. Real quick too, this is a Fey list was kind of interesting too because you plays 1 memory lapse and 1 fire ice, and fire ice is just such a awesome spell.
I'm not a big. I mean, I am a huge fan of memory lapse. I don't think I like memory lapse in
I don't either.
here specifically.
why?
It doesn't stop the thing that you're trying to do. Okay, so think about it like this: all of the there's no bounce aside from boomerang. There's no bounce spell to hand that really sees play.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I want that? Like, why would I want that kind of effect? Like, basically, you're basically putting it in your opponent's hand for them to cast next turn.
But unless it's like a fire blast where they don't have the mountains to do it.
Yeah,
Because
it's just counterspell number whatever.
the games. There's a reason why it's a one of, because most of the time it's not as good as strip counterspell, I'll agree.
Well, no kidding.
But a lot of it, there's some times where it's way better.
If you just guarantee you know what's on top of your opponent's deck, yes, I get it. But I'm saying,
Well, not even if you don't need to know the top of their deck for it to be good. It's more if they don't have like a lot of relevant cards in hand, and say like,
which would mean that knowing the top card of their deck would be good.
yeah, I guess. But I'm saying like the only relevant card in their hand is like Breath Weapon. And
Sure.
they really want this Breath Weapon to resolve. And you memory lapse that, and then that's the only thing they did that turn. They tapped out for that Breath Weapon. And then they know all they're going to do next turn is tap out for that Breath Weapon again just for it to get spell pierced.
Oh, I mean, I get it. I understand
Yeah.
why it's there. I just don't. I'm personally not a fan of it.
Yeah. No, I agree with you there, but the feeling, I've been on like the...
I think I would rather just have like Mana Leak at that point.
Yeah, but there are feelings where it's way better than Counterspell or Mana League.
Sure. I think I would go for a more useful overall card, but that's just me.
Yeah.
I think that there's some use to it by if you're playing like the mirror and they counter your spell and you just memory lapse your spell back to your hand.
You can also do that too.
You have an answer and be able to continue on your game plan.
Memory Lapse is top of library.
Well, either way.
Yeah.
You get to save the spell to cast again versus
Close
just
to-
not
close to
having it to
remand.
do.
Yeah. So that's kind of like one of those tricks too, which is always funny to do.
That is pretty sweet when you get to feel like a big brain doing it.
Yeah.
I think like the 1 Memory Lapse and the 1 Fire Ice, it's less of like, okay, these are like for sure the 100% correct spot for this slot, more of like this person
vibed on picking these cards.
they like those cards, and it's like, are they fine enough to register? Yes.
I agree.
Will they do the thing you need them to do? Yes.
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll be better than Counterspell or in the festivities.
The one of Ponder makes me laugh. I would always assume that you just want 4 Ponders all the time.
Yeah, well, 1 Ponder, 2 Preordain, 2 Brainstorm's pretty funny. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Don't we love our suite of cantrips?
And the only 1-drop fairy being 4 Fairy Seer, so they're not messing with the Fairy Miscreants.
Yeah, because that card's terrible.
Yeah.
That card's bad.
It's almost like the necessary evil.
It is the necessary evil, but they obviously didn't deem it necessary.
Like, because they're only
They
playing
deemed it inferior, in fact.
They're only playing 8 fairies, like only the 4 Fairy Seer, the 4 Spellstar Sprites, so they're definitely lighter on that package, and they're only playing 3 Ninja of the Deep Hours, 1 Moon Circuit Hacker, so they're definitely like an kind of similar to the Demir list, where it's like you're not as heavy on the creature.
You're not committed
package.
to like the full shebang.
Exactly,
You have other spells that are kind of supporting the cast.
Question for y'all: if y'all had to pick up a new pod, there's an event. There's a Winnabox Saturday, but it starts at 6 p.m. and it's an hour and a half away from us. So we're all kind of like, maybe.
I'm not even going to be in town.
Yeah.
You're going to Spotlight Series.
I'm going to Indy. Yeah.
What are you playing?
I'm playing Is It Prowess.
Oh, that's a sick deck.
Oh,
Have you been
the cutter deck is
I've been trying
broken.
to do some reps with it. I think we're going to cut the expressive iterations for Storm Chaser talents
Okay.
for
yeah.
more prowess.
I think a way better Corey Steel cutter deck than Hammer.
Agreed, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hammer's just not the greatest right now.
No.
This is what we call the square peg in a round hole.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Trying to jam a card that's like not meant for this deck, like in the Hammer deck.
Yeah. But Hammer players, I respect that they like the bonk, and
Sure.
Thomas did well enough at a Pro Tour to queue for a second Pro Tour when Hammer was seen as not a good deck. So
There is some play to having familiarity with your deck, obviously.
Sure, there's agency also not knowing what your opponent's up to, and you get certain points for being out of the blue, no idea what's going on, and then you're just dead. Sure, but
we're not prepped for the certain matchup.
Right. But with the power level and the way that Modern is currently, there's no way that I would ever register Hammer as a card for a big event.
Very out of character of Thomas.
I agree that it's very out of character for Thomas.
I played against Is It Prowess twice Saturday, and it had like a couple really good starts. But I was also able to beat like they had a Swift Spear bird start, and I was able to like beat that with like one piece of removal and just like comboing off with, because like I felt like my if I just had straight combo, I was way faster than them.
Agreed.
Which is so
100% agreed.
But that deck was I think I went to game 3 both times against it, and a couple times it caught me with my pants down. So it can be extremely, extremely fast.
Speaking of the modern RCQs that we played in, something I learned over the weekend after being handed a deck is that you cannot board in Consign to Memory if you continue to want to present Karuga as your companion.
Yeah, that's true. You cannot, because CMC is not.
It is not 3.
Yep.
Gotta make sure you deliberately mention that you're not playing Karuga.
My initial question before escape me too. If we were playing that win a box on 3,
yes.
hypothetically, what deck? You have to pick a new deck. What would you want to play?
That I've never played?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, or been quite a long time. One of the two. Thomas, do you have one off the top of your head? If not, I got one.
I would probably play Rakdos Madness, to be quite honest. I haven't touched the deck. It looks super fun and just a blast to play.
You told Hippo to next Pauper event just to hand you something, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I have Madness if you want to play. I love that deck.
I also have the deck.
My deck's way prettier than his, though.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Yeah, sorry.
Because, Hippo is an art snob.
Yeah, he is, but he is a little bit of an art snob, isn't he?
No, there's no little bit. He is an art snob. Old man yells at clouds over the ridiculous card arts.
Oh, and also, so this was brought to my attention from last week's episode. Cameron, you mentioned that I said something about the whatever border. I don't remember what you said.
You said the frames don't bother me, and then you continued
I think
to be angry about the frames.
Okay, then I misunderstood. The frame doesn't really bother me. I should clarify that in case anyone was really concerned.
But you said you don't like. You said you don't prefer the, like. You said you don't like the showcases. You said they wish you didn't do the showcases.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mind the frame. The frame doesn't bother me. It's the complete change of art on the card. That's the biggest thing for me. Again, I don't mind a border change. Border changes are fine for me because having old school Flicker Wisp is really cool to me. Having from the Time Spiral set. So it's not necessarily that's a border change that I have an issue with. It's more of the art.
Let's use a Pauper related card, Lava Dart.
Correct.
Old version, you don't really see a dart that's made of lava. New art, it's just pure dart of lava. It explains.
I'm using
card
the
with
Judgment one. You can.
I understand you're going to use the Judgment one because you're old. It's fine,
Aren't
but
you
it explains
older
the
than
card
me?
way better.
Yeah. No, I am not rehashing this conversation again.
But anyways.
I have a deck if you want to play it. It's way prettier than Hippo's version because I have the foil Fiery Tempers from Torment, and they're beautiful.
Cool. I have regular non-foil Fiery Tempers from whatever set they're
I
originally
have
from.
Russian Fiery Tempers. So.
That's kind of cool. I got the lightning bolts in there. My lightning bolts in that deck are sunbleached.
Your lightning bolts are very pretty. Yes.
A deck I haven't picked up in a while. I think I would probably I might play Elves.
Yeah. You've been
I'm an elf enjoyer.
Yeah, it's been a minute since I've seen you play it.
historically, this is my favorite Pauper deck. And I just haven't played it in a while. I didn't play it the month that you really wanted me to play it. I played the Fog deck instead that month.
Yeah, because I was playing Elves. We could have been Elves buddies.
We could have, and then I hit my bag and I let my round 1 opponent choose.
And they chose a black-green Fog.
Yeah, poor Paul. I felt bad.
Yeah,
He was playing like White Weedy. I'm like, oh, this is gonna go so poorly.
I think I would bust out the. If I had Walls together right now, I'd probably play Walls.
That's same, but I'm picking a deck that I have like currently.
Yeah. So that and between that and Naya Gates, because I have the Naya Gates brew. I have that sleeved
You would
up.
probably do well.
Yeah, it's fun. I think it could only be so terrible. I feel like it grinds really well because like obviously the whole Gates package does grind well. It's like, do you want to try to like kill all my creatures? I'll eventually get in there with something, you know.
You actually have a win condition, unlike when you play Tron.
Exactly, 100% exactly. But it still plays like some interact. It plays like charms and bolts and like ways to interact, and I feel like it could only be so bad if you're interacting, and you could also play an aggressive role if you need to be. But especially because of Thraben Charms, man.
I love Thraben Charms.
Like, especially for a deck that's not super fast too, it can save you against like the dredge combos, not the graveyard combo stuff, like Spy
Thraben Charm's a banger card. Trust me, you're not telling me anything I don't know.
Any closing thoughts? Have a little short one, wrap it up a little early. That's cool with y'all.
Works for me.
It's fine by me.
Yeah, cool. If you made it this far, thank you so much for listening. We have events in the description.
There's so many of them.
Yeah.
There's some upstate New York. There's some NRG.
Yeah, NRG Indy. So not the modern term this weekend.
There's the Common Ground Cup. There's
that link's not up yet. But there is the NRG Indianapolis tournament at the end of June.
Correct.
That me, Thomas, Hippo, and Derek will be going to. So that'll be really fun. We're gonna get there Saturday. We'll have Cube on us. We'll be there hanging out Saturday night. And then,
speaking of that, I purchased basics for that Cube.
Yes, congrats! Ooh, you picked good ones too.
I did pick good ones. I picked Tempest basics.
Yeah.
All my basics are Tempest basics.
Approved.
Only because of one island specifically.
Yeah, it is a good one. The rock-looking one.
Yeah, the rock-faced island. Yeah, I love that one.
So those links are in the description below. If you have any questions for us, you can email those to us at commongroundmtgpod@gmail.com. That's in the description as well. We have our Discord server, which is really fun. Me, Hippo, Thomas, and Thomas are all 4 in that Discord. You can come talk to any of us there.
That is very true.
I subscribe, ring that bell.
Remind me later to add a section in the Discord for all of the Pauper events that we have going on.
The bit's over, bitter. The bit's over, bitter.
There's so many.
I wonder how many people listening, like if people are like genuinely confused, like, is this actually Thomas? Like, his name is Thomas.
I mean, my name is Thomas. I am Thomas.
You are in fact Thomas.
I am the original.
You are the original.
Are you older?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
yeah, I'm older than everyone in this room.
But not the first ever Thomas.
No. That's biblical.
That's the charade's over. I'm wrapping it up. Peace out, everybody.
Right. Thanks, everyone. Just beautiful cat form. The loaf. Perfect loafing. The tails spread around perfectly. Just the ultimate cat.
How does he do it?
How does he do it? Damn, Croissant. What a beautiful specimen of cat.